Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope that you are always fine, always good, and it is time for have a class of teaching English to young learners. And on this occasion, I would like to discuss more about how to teach reading to young learners. We have actually studied the previous meeting about how to teach listening and speaking to young learners. And there are some methods, techniques, and strategies you can use to teach listening and speaking. And let me share the screen about the teaching of reading to young learners. But beforehand, let me start by a prayer. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Teaching reading. All right, then. Yeah, there are some sessions of this presentation. I would like to talk about the definition of reading, the teaching of genres, problems between reading and genres, and the last one, the principles of teaching reading to young learners. Reading actually plays an important role in learning foreign language. According to Michalewski in 2004, reading is one of the most fundamental skills inquired in learning a language as it influences other general language skills like speaking, listening, and writing. Reading is a multifaceted process involving word recognition, comprehension, fluency, and motivation. And reading, it is uh, it is learning to identify words and get their meaning, or it is called a comprehension. Hmm. So yeah, reading is also important, not only listening, speaking, but also is reading. It's to make sure that students have reading language skills. So, Anda perlu memastikan bahwa anak itu menyukai membaca. So that you because you are the teachers here, make sure that you give the examples of the importance of reading. Bagaimana anak kemudian menyukai membaca, menyukai membaca buku-buku berbahasa Inggris. Nah, tentu buku-buku yang seperti apa yang disukai anak untuk dibaca perlu dipastikan bahwa buku tersebut menarik, dan kalaupun itu gambar itu jelas, dan kalaupun ada tulisannya itu juga bisa dibaca dari. It means that it is clear to read by the student. Nah, membaca itu, apalagi membaca buku ya, buku membuka dunia. Kalau mereka sudah menyukai membaca buku, maka akan mendapatkan banyak sekali keterampilan yang di dalam membaca itu. Kan itu, itu buku, bisa dapat dapat menguatkan imajinasi mereka. imajinasi bahkan itu lebih penting daripada ilmu pasti. Itu kata Einstein. Now, it's time to talk about teaching young learners. Teaching young learners is different from teaching adults, surely. Flynn stated that young children tend to change their mood every other minute. Setiap menit mereka punya mood yang selalu berubah dan sangat cepat berubah. Apabila kita tidak bisa, we cannot attract their students' attention, they will easily move to other things they like. So, mereka akan mudah untuk pindah perhatian ke sesuatu yang lain. Maka pintar-pintarnya guru dalam pembelajaran bahasa Inggris itu untuk menarik perhatian siswa. Have breaking something like, and they find it is extremely difficult to sit still. Nah, mereka tidak suka berlama-lama untuk duduk ya. On the other hand, they show a greater motivation than adults to do things that appeal to them. Kalau uh, aktivitasnya itu sangat menarik bagi mereka, maka itu mereka akan menunjukkan motivasi yang akan lebih besar daripada orang dewasa. Ketika belajar itu mereka senang dan menyukai apa yang mereka lakukan. In addition, as Schwartz and Wakefield in 2005 claim that all young children are highly motivated to learn language. They have high motivation to learn language. Farmer also said that young learners are curious, like to seek teacher approval, tend to be bored very easily, and do not like sitting and listening for a long time. Mereka mudah untuk bosan dan lama-lama duduk, apalagi mendengarkan uh, ceramah gurunya, mereka akan mudah sekali untuk bosan. Listening to read, I mean, learning to read can begin at the text level. Jadi belajar membaca bisa dimulai dari levelnya teks. Bahkan kalau itu membaca can be from alphabeticals, alphabets. They can read A, B, C, D, and then can be afterwards there will be a word, and then phrase, and then a sentence. So learning to read can begin at the text level, from the sentence level, and also from the word level. Kalau tadi alfabet itu bisa dikatakan from the letter level. Each starting point has produced approaches to teaching reading that can be used in the foreign language classroom. There are three main approaches. Jadi ada tiga pendekatan utama dalam mengajarkan reading kepada anak. Apa saja itu? Ada yang pertama, language experience approach. Language experience approach. Number two, whole words or keywords approach. And the last one, phonic approach method. The language experience, yeah, you can also say it like the text level, or then sentence level. Full words can be word level, and the last one, phonic method, is letter level. Now, what are the problems between reading and young learners? Problems of young learners in the learning of reading. They don't have enough vocabulary. Yeah, that was the first thing. That's the problem of students of young learners in reading. Nah, maka mereka ketika tidak punya vocabulary yang banyak, kita membaca mereka itu menjadi paham. Kalau berbeda apabila mereka punya vocabulary yang banyak, kaya dengan vocabulary, maka ketika mereka membaca dan mudah membaca dan memahami isinya. Kemudian they get frustrated ya karena tidak menyukai apa yang dibaca, maka frustasi. Dan itu mereka juga jadi akan bosan apabila mungkin bisa dengan bacaannya yang tidak terlalu menyenangkan, bacaannya yang itu saja, dan bacaannya tidak yang mereka sukai. And then they would rather watch TV or play video games or yeah, scrolling gadget, scrolling reels, sorry, no, like Instagram or something like that. That was the problem and the challenge to teach reading to youngers because youngers they prefer watch TV to read. Mungkin gurunya juga seperti itu ya sekarang ya. Lebih suka berlama-lama dengan gadget atau handphone daripada membaca buku. Now, three methods of teaching reading. As I told you, there are three main approaches or three methods of teaching reading. The first thing is the language experience method. Language experience method. This method is grounded in personalized reading, personalized learning, where the words taught are different for every child. The idea is that learning words that the child is already familiar with will be easier. Uh, mereka sudah familiar dengan kata-kata yang ada dalam bacaan itu, mereka akan lebih mudah untuk memahami apa yang mereka sedang baca. Teachers and parents can then create unique stories that use a child preferred words in different configurations. Maka menjadi tantangan bagi para guru atau bahkan mungkin orang tua siswa untuk menggunakan kata-kata yang disukai, kata-kata yang disukai oleh anak-anak. Tentu sebelumnya perlu diajarkan dulu the teaching of vocabulary, the teaching of mastering vocabulary more to the students. Jadi ketika kosakata-kosakata itu sudah diajarkan lebih dahulu, kuasai dulu, maka ketika membaca akan lebih mudah bagi para siswa. Okay, that was the language experience method. Mana dengan the second one? Second one is the whole world approach. The whole world approach. This method teaches reading at the word level. Mengajarkan anak untuk membaca kata per kata. Kalau tadi language lebih dari hanya sekedar kata, tapi bisa masuk pada frase lebih dari itu. Kalau ini kata per kata. Because it skips the decoding process, students are not sounding out words, but rather learning to say the word by recognizing its written form. Written form. Then next is the phonic method. The phonic method. The smallest word part that carries meaning is phoneme. While we typically think of letters as the building blocks of language, phonemes are the basic units of spoken language. In alphabetic language like English, sounds are translated into letters and letter combinations in order to represent words on the page. Jadi ketika itu kita mungkin bahkan diurutkan ya bagaimana kita ketika kita mengajarkan reading itu bisa bermula dari mengajarkan bagaimana membaca A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Y, G. Itu bisa dilakukan dengan apa itu diikuti dengan lagu Twinkle Twinkle Little Star A B C D E F G H I J PLMNOP QRS TUV WX Y and Z. Itu kalau sudah mereka tidak mendapatkan kesulitan ketika membaca ABCD, maka kita mencoba mengajarkan kata per kata. Lalu membaca apple, membaca banana, itu juga dipastikan mereka bisa. Ketika mereka sudah menguasai word by word, we can also combine some words into a phrases, into a phrase, ya. A beautiful scene, a beautiful girl, a smart student. Itu bisa di frase itu sehingga mereka tahu ada kombinasi antara kata sifat dengan kata benda dengan kata benda, dan yang lainnya. Kan juga kombinasi, mungkin lebih dari itu, something like idiomatic expression. Alright, now we come to the principles in reading to young learners. So how do we get children excited about reading? Gimana caranya kita membuat siswa itu excited, itu sangat senang ketika diminta untuk membaca. Ya, tentu untuk membaca buku-buku berbahasa Inggris ya. Now, the first thing you can do is that let them choose the material that they want to read. Jadi kita bisa minta mereka untuk memilih materi bacaan yang mana yang ingin mereka baca. Kalau sudah di itu, kita juga bisa melakukan the second one, provide the interesting materials. Ya, tentu kita ada juga kerjasama dengan sekolah menyediakan materi-materi yang menarik, materi-materi yang menarik untuk kemudian mereka bisa memilihnya tentunya. Atau kemudian juga kita juga bisa melakukan read to them. Allah. Oke. Nah, itu kita bisa membacakan buku kalau mereka, karena masih kecil ya, kita bisa membacakan buku itu kepada mereka, membacakannya. So, story reading atau mungkin hal-hal yang eh, apa itu sederhana yang dilakukan di sekolah, kita bisa membacakan dalam buku itu kepada mereka. Itu tentu dengan membacakannya dengan menyenangkan. Connect reading to other skills. Kita bisa menyambungkan ya reading bacaan kita dengan other skill, something like setelah membaca buku kita bisa meminta mereka untuk melakukan role play dengan atau dialog-dialog yang ada dalam buku itu yang sudah mereka baca itu dipraktekkan untuk dialog dengan temannya, praktek dialog dengan temannya. So we can also connect the reading to speaking skills. Speaking skills practices. All right, these are the links of websites that you can also learn on reading, on teaching reading to young learners. You can have a look at that website. You can learn more from that. All right, now this the references are used in this presentation. You can read them by your own. And that's all for today. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Let me close by. I'll see you next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.